Patty Schnyder is a Swiss professional tennis player. She reached number 7 in the world rankings. She twice defeated a reigning world number 1 player in her career, Martina Hingis at the 1998 Grand Slam Cup and Jennifer Capriati at the 2002 Family Circle Cup. In addition, she defeated former number 1s Lindsay Davenport, Serena Williams, Arantxa Sánchez Vicario, Steffi Graf, Clijsters, Justine Henin, Amélie Mauresmo, Jelena Janković, Ivanovic, Wozniacki and Maria Sharapova. During her career she reached 6 Grand Slam singles quarterfinals and 1 Grand Slam singles semifinal. She won 11 WTA singles titles and 5 WTA doubles titles and earned over $8.4 million in prize money. Career. In 1996, Schnyder made her Grand Slam main draw debut at the French Open. In 1997, she quickly rose up through the rankings, and by August 1998 she had entered the WTA top 10. However, Schnyder fell out of the top 10 in April 1999, and spent the next 6 years ranked in the 15–30 range before re-entering the top 10 in May 2005. In December 2003, Schnyder married Rainer Hoffmann, who had accompanied her on the WTA Tour since 1999 and became her full-time tennis coach in early 2003. Schnyder won 11 singles titles, including a victory in Czar 1 quarter rich over American former number 1 Lindsay Davenport, and 5 doubles titles. Her first title on U.S. soil came in August 2005, when she won at Cincinnati's Western and Southern Financial Group Women's Open. Schnyder is perhaps best known for defeating 4 top 10 players consecutively, including Serena Williams and then world number 1 Jennifer Capriati, in 2002 at the Family Circle Cup in Charleston, which is the largest women-only tennis event held in the United States. Schnyder's best Grand Slam performance came at the 2004 Australian Open, where she reached the semi-finals, before falling to Clijsters. Later that season, she also reached the semi-finals at the Tier 1 tournaments in Charleston and Zurich, 2 large WTA events where Schnyder has compiled an excellent record through the years. 2005 was Schnyder's most consistent overall season to date. She reached 5 tour finals, winning 2 of them. She was runner-up at the Tier I events Rome and Zurich. She also reached a final in Linz, falling to Nadia Petrova. She reached the career high of world number 7 after the end-of-season WTA Tour Championships. 2006 proved to be a good season for Schnyder also, staying within the top 10 and reaching the finals in Charleston, and in Stanford. Schnyder had a mediocre year in 2007, where she lost her top 10 ranking. First, she obtained an invitation to play in the 2007 Watson's Water Champions Challenge. She reached a 4th round of the Australian Open, where she lost to Anna Shakhvtadze, 4-6, 1-6, after leading 4-1 in the first set. At the French Open, she managed to reach the 4th round, where she had 2 match points against Maria Sharapova, but ended up losing 7-9 in the final set. At Wimbledon, she was beaten in the 4th round by number 1 Justine Henin in straight sets. At the Acura Classic in July, she reached the final, beating former number 1 and compatriot Martina Hingis in 3 sets, and Russian Elena Dementieva, along the way, before losing to Sharapova again in 3 sets. Schnyder briefly moved up due to this. However, at the US Open, she lost in the 3rd round to the unseeded Austrian Tamira Pasek in a final set tie-break, again wasting leads. After that, she played at the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix in Stuttgart, where she lost to Ana Ivanovic. She finished her year with a run to the Generali Ladies Linz final, beating Shakhvtadze in the quarterfinals and Marion Bartoli in the semi-finals, before convincingly losing in the final to Hantuchova, 4-6, 2-6. Schnyder began 2008 by beating Amélie Mauresmo in the quarter-finals of the Mondial Women's Hardcourts tournament in the Gold Coast before losing to Li Na in the semi-finals. At the Australian Open, she lost in the 2nd round to Australian Casey Dell'Acqua, 6-4, 5-7, 6-8. She then lost in the second round of the Proximus Diamond Games to eventual finalist Karen Knapp, losing in a final set tiebreak. She entered the Qatar Total Open and beat Pasek easily, 6-4, 6-0. She lost to Slovakia's Dominika Sibylkova in the second round, 4-6, 3-6. Schnyder then competed in the Bangalore Open, a Tier 2 event in Bangalore, India. She defeated Aktala Muradova in the quarterfinals, and then managed to beat Yan Zhai in the semi-final. However, she lost to Serena Williams in the final in straight sets. Schnyder again lost to Casey Del-Equa at Wimbledon in the first round. She played an epic match, but lost 4-6, 6-3, 1-6. Alongside Emanuel Gagliardi, Schnyder played for her team in the 2008 Summer Olympics. At the US Open, Schnyder was seeded 15th. She beat Katerina Spotnik in the fourth round to advance to the quarterfinals for the first time in 10 years, where she lost to fifth-seeded Elena Dementieva. At the 2008 Commonwealth Bank Tennis Classic, Schnyder won her first title in over 3 years when she defeated Tamira Pasek in the final in 2 sets. At the 2009 Madrid Masters, Schnyder defeated world number 10 Nadia Petrova in the third round and world number 4 Jelena Janković in the quarterfinals, but lost to world number 1 Dinara Safina in the semi-finals. 2010 was a tough year for Patty. For the first time since 1996, she did not play in the Australian Open, due to injury. But, for the second year in a row, she made it to the final in Budapest against Agnes Sarve, but again lost. She lost 2 match points in the third round of the US Open and double faulted on match point against Janina Wickmeyer. She again made her second final of the year in Linz, but suffered an upset at the hands of Ana Ivanovic, losing in straight sets in just 47 minutes. Schnyder did not play at the beginning of the 2011 season, prior to the 2011 Australian Open, due to illness. At the Australian Open, she lost to the qualifier Lizia Tsurenko in the first round. In a March 2011 Bleacher Report, Schnyder was listed as one of 10 most underrated players on the WTA Tour. Schnyder signaled, after disappointing first-round losses in both singles and doubles at the Family Circle Cup, that she would indeed be retiring sometime that year. Schnyder proved in April that she was still Switzerland's #1 women's tennis player when she, along with Tamir Baksinski, helped propel Switzerland back into World Group 2 at the Fed Cup. She announced her retirement in May 2011. In 2015 Schnyder returned to the professional circuit and competed in International Tennis Federation future tournaments in Darmstadt, Germany and Oldenzaal, Netherlands. She took her first title of her comeback in September when she won the $10,000 ITF Future Tournament in Prague, without losing a set all week. WTA Finals =singles WTA Tour Doubles Finals =winner ITF Singles Titles. Singles Performance Timeline. To prevent confusion and double counting, information in this table is updated only once a tournament or the player's participation in the tournament is concluded. This table is current through Schnyder's retirement on May 28, 2011. Head-to-head versus top 10 ranked players. References. External links: Patty Schnyder at the Women's Tennis Association, Patty Schnyder at the International Tennis Federation, Patty Schnyder at the Fed Cup.